3% of our GDP going into that tax expenditure. And that's why you had the president talking about we need to look at these items. Absolutely, we need to look at them. However, you know, when you look at bread, there's a presumption that this is just for the very rich.
Creme de la creme.
Exactly. But that's not. That's if you go to a construction site, the guys who are doing the affordable housing at lunchtime, if you don't have a mama mboga who has brought you lunch, you're eating a half a loaf of bread and a soda. So it really is not an item for the rich. And that's the reason why it caused such a huge debate when they said we're going to. We're going to remove it from the zero rating status. I think the way to go about it, Hibaki, is let's have a phased approach. You know, we agree that we need to reduce the expenditure. However, can we have a time horizon? And even the national tax policy talks about not waking up one day and coming up with changes, because it's very disruptive for businesses. So let's have a phased approach where we say, this year we're going to reduce these items. Then next year we're going to reduce this other item so that even people can plan themselves. So I do agree that we certainly need to look at our tax expenditure. However, it's got to be in a systematic manner.
All right. Now, a lot of people did have a few problems, especially when it came to these tax changes, Doctor. And some of the things that they were saying were problems was, you know, having a new hype or having charges when it comes to sending finances. You are the CEO of a company. What do you think are some of the threats that could be in this particular amendment that the Cabinet Secretary is talking about?
To answer you, I need to pick it from where Robert left it. First, we are talking of having a national tax policy that is predictable. That if you're planning as a business or industry, you know what to expect next year or the next 2, 3, 4 years. And I think that's one of our biggest challenges. So coming back to what you're saying, then what you're talking about in terms of taxing, whether it's financial products or money transfer or any of the products in that particular space, what you're essentially telling people is that then financial services are becoming more expensive. So whether you want to send money through M-Pesa or any of the digital platforms, you're going to charge more. What does that mean? It means then we go back to how we used to do it. Get it into an envelope, give it to somebody and transfer. And that then as a nation, we start losing out in terms of getting all the data around the financial industry, the transactions and all that, which we are not doing too well, but I think we've improved over the last many years. So in terms of then, even tax collection, we are actually making it harder to have the data that helps us to address that.
When